Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to 𝕃𝕀𝕂𝔼's YouTube channel, starring me, the Mighty 𝕊𝕌𝔹𝕊ℂℝ𝕀𝒹𝒼. This is Bosses Only, the video series where we look at just the bosses from a dungeon, because...
You're not stuck on trash, you're stuck on bosses!
Typhus, what the bloody hell do you think you're doing? That's my line. What is it with people cutting in and saying my lines all the time just lately? Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. From the base game, this is Elden Hollow 2. Why is it called Elden Hollow 2? Because, like its older brother Elden Hollow 1, this place too was once young and solid, but over the centuries it became Elden Hollow 2. Isn't that a clever play on words for you? Okay, so, it looks like we're not even near the first boss yet, we're just running down a tunnel. Let's go fight the first boss. Here we go. Dubroze the Infestor. He's a big dinosaur. What does this big dinosaur do? He does a couple of things. First of all, you'll notice he's got some ads around the room. Tank, you can just taunt the boss, turn him around, chain those ads in so that they can die in the AoE. Now this dinosaur Dubroze, he'll slap you, he'll do a heavy attack. He also picks a random person to breathe fire at. That fire, aside from doing quite a bit of damage, will also stun and fear you. If you're the tank and he does it to you, which he should, break free immediately or you're probably going to lose a ton of health, maybe even die. He does actually pick people at random to do this at. It's usually the tank, but sometimes he will pick another person at random to breathe fire on. But other than that, it's basically stack and burn until he dies, like that. So, well done, loot your lockpicks, and your manganese star metal, and cloudy poisons of hindrance. The next boss is going to spawn right out of the portal behind Dubroze. It's Darkroot. She is a Spriggan. What do Spriggans do? Well, they smack you because they're made of wood. She's also got a rather nasty move. She'll cast her arms up into the air and shoot a laser beam into the sky, which rains down upon everybody else. Don't stack together because it's splash AoE damage and it will hit any other people you're standing with. And of course that causes quite a bit of pain. Now, she's got a couple of ads, you've just seen them that came out. The Horvers, there's a green one and a blue one. Damage dealers, if you're stamina, stand in the green one. If you're Medica, stand in the blue one of those little cloudy buffs that have been left behind, and you'll have unlimited resources to play with. It buffs you the hell up and you can damage the crap out of her, or you can just ignore the buffs and continue burning the boss till she dies like that. Well done, loot your lockpicks. And we'll make our way through this door to the next boss. This is Azara the Frightener. She's a winged Twilight. It looks like we brought some ads with us from the previous room, but we're not stuck on trash, so we'll just focus on the boss. The ads will die anyway, there you go. So what does she do? Well, occasionally you'll see them in the background around her. She'll spawn these like shadow people that fear you and make you run around. She'll also smack you and shoot you with little lightning bolts, but she's mostly stack and burn. She isn't really that much of a threat. Just lay hell on her and watch her die like that. Congratulations, loot your lockpicks again. With that done, we're going to make our way to the next boss. This guy through the portal here is called Murklight, and he's a big lurcher with big muscular wooden arms. He likes to punch you a fair bit, but before we fight him, we have to deal with his three buddies. You can see we've got these three ads over here. Obviously, they're ads, they're trash. We're not stuck on trash. They're going to die pretty much immediately. We're just going to wreck them. So, lay all your AoE and everything. Why did I even keep this bit of footage in? Perhaps I'm trying to artificially inflate the video or something because we're burning everything so quick. Okay, they're dead. Good. Murklight's going to come out. What's Murklight going to do? Tank? Taunt him? Turn him around? Just have you back to the stairs there. It's fine. Everybody else lay your AoEs. Ulti-dump if you can. He's got a mechanic where he'll punch the ground and some circles will spawn around him, like white circles. Watch out because he's going to turn the whole room black and dangerous, and the very atmosphere will damage you, so you'll want to stand in the circles that he creates. There they are. And when he stamps again, everything goes back to normal and you'll want to get out of the circles because they'll damage you. But if you've got high enough DPS like we appear to do, you'll burn him before he ever even gets to do that mechanic. So he's dead. Well done. Loot your lockpicks and your manganese. Then we'll make our way back through this portal, which this time I believe is going to teleport us to the next boss. So this is the Shadowguard. He's a pretty straightforward fight. He's got some like mage buddies with him. There's 4 of them. Tank, you can taunt them all and then chain them over to the main boss. The main boss doesn't really move all that much. He's got like a poison AoE that he'll put on the ground. Try not to stand in it. But this is basically a stack and burn. Like, you know, it's so very straightforward. Just burn the ever-living crap out of the boss and avoid the AoEs he puts on the ground. Now, with the mage buddies that he has with him, DPS, please don't put your electrical abilities all over them because you'll CC them and then the tank can't chain them in. Just leave them alone until the tank has chained them in. Thank you. I think you can manage that, please, DPS people. I know you love to just get going with the pew pew. But yeah, just avoid the AoEs on the ground, or stand in them like this damage dealer, 𝕊𝕊𝒧𝒧𝒧𝒧𝒧📂, just did. And, you know, he's going to go down pretty quickly. So we'll make our way through this portal to the final boss, Bogdan the Nightflame. He lives in a very spooky Daedric realm. We're going to cross this fancy bridge. I'd like to say jump off the edge and take a good look around, but I don't think you can actually jump over that edge. So we'll make our way up these stairs, and to the left there's a rather fancy magazine, which if you read it, will cause a headache and activate the hard mode. There we go. So what's going to happen in this fight? Well, you'll taunt him and pull him over to one side, or you can just keep him right there. Either way is good. And pretty much, I want to say it's stack and burn, but there's a little bit more to it. Every so often, Bogdan's going to roar into the sky and shoot flame up there, and a flame will come down for each player. What you can do is you can run to the edge of the room to stack your fire there, because it will stay until you get into about 75% health, which he's just done, and then he'll jump in the air and he'll put out the flame. He also summons these white shadow people who heal him, and these black colored shadow people who will fear you and make you run all around the room in fun directions. He'll run you into fire, they'll run you off the cliff. It's you need to kill them unless you've got high enough DPS to just burn them down. When he jumps, which he's just done again at about 50%, not only will it remove all the fire on the ground, it'll remove those shadow people, so don't worry about them if your DPS is high enough, and just keep burning. But that is basically it. Avoid the flame that he puts down, kill the shadow people and the healing people until he jumps in the air. He's going to do it again at about 25%. There he goes. Fires are gone, the shadow people are gone, and now we're in execute. Let's just take him down real quick. Not too difficult, just keep him in one spot, avoid the flames when they come down, kill the shadow people if they get too much for you. It can get overwhelming. If your DPS isn't as high, you really do need to focus those shadow people down, but otherwise just stack and burn him. He is dead. Congratulations! Loot your Bogdan hat and of course your lockpicks. And that is it. You have defeated Elden Hollow 2. Did you really need a guide for this? Well, if you did, here you go. You just had one. So, yeah. Amazing stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Remember to subscribe here on YouTube if you like what you see by hitting the subscribe button, and press the little bell to be notified when we have new videos. You can also check out the social links. There's Instagram, YouTube, well, you're already here on YouTube, and there's Twitch too, which you can check out the stream at twitch.tv/GetJunior. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on Bosses Only, you scrub.